Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Ina Susan Kaidanow, June 3, 1965 to October 16, 2024, was a distinguished American diplomat and government official, recognized for her significant contributions to U.S. foreign policy, particularly in the areas of political military affairs, counterterrorism, and diplomatic relations in the Balkans and Afghanistan. Throughout her career, Kaidanow served in various high-profile positions, culminating in her role as the United States ambassador to Kosovo and her tenure in the U.S. Department of Defense. Her death on October 16, 2024, was a great loss to American diplomacy and international relations. Kaidanow was born in Philadelphia on June 3, 1965, and raised in Baltimore County, Maryland. She demonstrated early academic prowess, earning her Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts degrees from the University of Pennsylvania. She continued her studies at Columbia University in New York, where she obtained a master's degree in political science. Additionally, she earned a certificate in Russian studies from Columbia's prestigious Harriman Institute, further enhancing her understanding of Eastern Europe and international affairs. Ina Kaidanow's diplomatic career spanned over 2 decades, during which she became a key figure in U.S. foreign relations, particularly in Europe and the Middle East. She was a career member of the United States Foreign Service, a position that required both extensive fieldwork and high-level policy coordination. Kaidanow's early assignments included significant roles in Belgrade, 1995 to 1997, Skopje, 1998 to 1999, Sarajevo, 1997 to 1998 and 2003 to 2006, and Pristina, 2006 to 2009, where she developed expertise in the complexities of Southeast European politics. Her experience in Sarajevo included her role as the Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy, where she contributed to the diplomatic efforts following the Bosnian War. During her time in Pristina, Kaidanow made a historical impact as the chargé d'affaires and, later, the first U.S. ambassador to Kosovo after the country declared independence from Serbia in 2008. Her leadership in this capacity was instrumental in shaping the U.S. approach to Kosovo's independence and its subsequent recognition by the United States. From 2009 to 2011, Kaidanow served as the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs, and later as the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary. Her work focused on managing diplomatic relations with countries in Southeastern Europe and Central Asia, navigating issues ranging from NATO expansion to security cooperation. Kaidanow's experience was not limited to Europe, she also played a pivotal role in U.S. foreign policy in Afghanistan. From 2012 to 2013, Kaidanow served as the Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul. In this high-stakes role, she was involved in overseeing diplomatic operations during a critical time in Afghanistan's political and military landscape. One of her key decisions was her vetoing of a plan to prosecute Taliban commanders and their drug lord allies in U.S. courts for drug trafficking, citing concerns about the political stability of the country. Kaidanow's expertise also extended to counterterrorism. From February 2014 to February 2016, she served as the coordinator for counterterrorism, where she helped shape U.S. policies on global terrorism, counterintelligence, and international cooperation in the fight against extremism. She was recognized for her effective leadership in fostering collaborations with allies and enhancing global counterterrorism efforts. Kaidanow's work continued to influence U.S. defense and military strategies when, in 2018, she was appointed as a senior advisor for international cooperation in the Office of the Under-Secretary of Defense for Acquisition and Sustainment. In this role, she focused on strengthening international defense partnerships, enhancing military acquisition processes, and ensuring the effective use of U.S. resources in global defense initiatives. Although she resigned in December 2019, her tenure at the Department of Defense was marked by her contributions to defense diplomacy and international security collaboration. Ina Kaidanow's life came to a tragic end on October 16, 2024, when she passed away from cardiac arrest at Georgetown University Hospital. She had been hospitalized for 3 weeks due to internal bleeding, which led to her untimely death at the age of 59. Her passing was a great loss to the U.S. government, as she had been a central figure in U.S. foreign policy for many years, known for her dedication, leadership, and deep understanding of international relations. Kaidanow's legacy is marked by her extensive contributions to U.S. diplomacy and national security. As ambassador to Kosovo, she played an integral role in shaping U.S. relations with a newly independent state, while her work in Afghanistan and counterterrorism had far-reaching effects on U.S. foreign policy. Her career exemplified service to her country in the world, marked by her ability to navigate complex political landscapes with professionalism and insight. Her death at such a young age is a somber reminder of the vital work carried out by diplomats and government officials who shaped the world's most important policies. Ina Kaidanow's work continues to influence U.S. foreign relations and defense strategies, and her contributions will be remembered by all who worked with her. Inger Lorre, born Lorre in Wenning, August 2, 1963 to October 16, 2024, was a prominent American singer, best known for her work as the lead vocalist of the band Nymphs. Her career spanned several decades, during which she became an iconic figure in the rock music scene, particularly for her contributions to punk, goth, and grunge. Inger's life and career were marked by both creative triumphs and personal struggles, with her music continuing to resonate with fans even after her passing. Inger Lorre was born in New Jersey on August 2, 1963. She grew up in the area and began pursuing music from a young age. In the mid-1980s, she co-founded the band Nymphs, which became known for its edgy mix of punk rock, goth, glam, and grunge. The band spent years honing their craft in New Jersey before deciding to relocate to California in search of greater exposure. By the late 1980s, the band was down to a core lineup featuring Lorre and guitarist Jeff Siegel. They recruited Sam Merrick on guitar, Alex Kirst on drums, and Cliff Jones, on bass to complete the lineup. Despite various setbacks, the Nymphs began to attract attention for their raw sound and chaotic energy, which was a blend of rebellious punk spirit and darker gothic elements. In 1989, Nymphs signed a nearly $1 million contract with Geffen Records. At the time, they were positioned for mainstream success, but internal conflicts, including Lorre's struggles with addiction, caused the band to experience turmoil. One of the more infamous moments during this period was when Lorre urinated on the desk of A&R representative Tom Zutaut, which was covered in Rolling Stone. Lorre's behavior, fueled by heroin and alcohol abuse, led to her eventual dismissal from the band when she refused to perform at a scheduled show. The Nymphs' debut album, which they had completed, was not released for several years, and when it finally came out, it failed to chart as expected. The band's troubles with Geffen Records and internal band conflicts overshadowed their potential, and the band eventually disbanded. They released one EP, The Practical Guide to Astral Projection, 1992, but the record was also a commercial failure. After leaving the Nymphs, Lorre spent some time in New Jersey, distancing herself from the music scene. She went through rehab and struggled to recover from her addiction issues. In 1995, she released a single, Burn, with the band Motel Shootout, under the Sympathy for the Record Industry label. It was during this time that Lorre befriended Jeff Buckley, the acclaimed singer-songwriter. The two collaborated on several tracks, including Angel Mine, for a Jack Kerouac tribute album, and Thief Without the Take, featured on Lorre's album Transcendental Medication, 1999. Buckley also covered Lorre's song Yard of Blonde Girls for his posthumous album Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk. In 1999, Lorre released Transcendental Medication, her first solo album, which showcased her unique voice and darkly poetic songwriting. The album earned her some critical attention, but it did not achieve widespread commercial success. In the 2000s, Lorre relocated back to Los Angeles, where she expanded her creative endeavors to include painting. She exhibited her artwork in various group shows around the city. Lorre also made a cameo appearance in the 2001 indie film Down and Out with the Dolls, which depicted the rise and fall of an all-girl rock band. In 2004, Lorre performed an acoustic show at Hollywood's The Knitting Factory, where she showcased both Nymphs songs and new material. Although there was talk of a Nymphs reunion, the tragic death of original drummer Alex Kirst in a car accident in 2011 made it impossible. Despite this setback, Lorre continued to perform solo and work on new music. In 2016, she released Live at the Viper Room, a live album recorded during a performance at the iconic Los Angeles venue. In 2023, Lorre released her second solo album, Gloryland, which received praise for its raw energy and introspective lyrics. The album was produced by Paul Roessler and released on Kitten Robot Records, further solidifying Lorre's status as an enduring figure in the rock music world. In 2024, Lorre was diagnosed with cancer, a battle she fought privately. Sadly, she passed away on October 16, 2024, at the age of 61, leaving behind a legacy of innovative and influential music. Her death marked the end of a chapter in the alternative rock scene, but her contributions continue to resonate with her fans and the artists she inspired. Jane Fonda is an iconic figure in the realms of Hollywood and activism. Born on December 21, 1937, in New York City, she is the daughter of celebrated actor Henry Fonda and socialite Francis Ford Seymour. Her multifaceted career spans decades, encompassing acting, fitness advocacy, and political activism. With 2 Academy Awards, a lifetime of advocacy, and an enduring influence on popular culture, Fonda's life story is as compelling as her performances on screen. Fonda grew up in a family deeply embedded in the arts. Her father, Henry Fonda, was a revered actor whose career set a high bar for cinematic excellence. Tragically, Jane's mother took her own life when Jane was only 12 years old, leaving a profound impact on her. Despite her turbulent childhood, Jane displayed an early interest in acting, eventually training at the renowned Actors Studio under Lee Strasberg, where she honed her craft. Jane's film debut came in 1960 with Tall Story, where she starred opposite Anthony Perkins. Her early career showcased her versatility, moving from romantic comedies like Barefoot in the Park, 1967, to more serious roles in films such as They Shoot Horses, Don't They? 1969, which earned her her first Academy Award nomination. The 1970s marked Jane Fonda's rise as one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses. She won her first Academy Award for Best Actress for her role as Bree Daniels, a call girl, in Clute, 1971. Her nuanced performance displayed her ability to tackle complex characters, earning widespread critical acclaim. Her second Oscar came for her role in Coming Home, 1978, a powerful drama about the Vietnam War. In the film, Fonda played a woman who befriends a paralyzed Vietnam veteran, a role that resonated deeply with audiences and reflected her growing interest in political activism. Fonda's filmography in this period included box office hits like Fun with Dick and Jane, 1977, and California Suite, 1978, showcasing her range from comedy to drama. One of her most iconic roles was in the science fiction cult classic Barbarella, 1968, directed by her then-husband Roger Vadim. Though the film was polarizing, it solidified Fonda as a cultural icon. Fonda's activism began in earnest in the late 1960s and early 1970s, when she became a vocal critic of the Vietnam War. Her involvement with anti-war efforts led to one of the most controversial moments of her life, her visit to North Vietnam in 1972. During the trip, she was photographed sitting on an anti-aircraft gun, an image that earned her the enduring nickname Hanoi Jane and sparked widespread outrage in the United States. Despite the backlash, Fonda remained steadfast in her activism. She later expressed regret for the photo but defended her opposition to the war. Over the years, her activism expanded to include issues such as civil rights, women's rights, and environmental causes. In the 1980s, Fonda reinvented herself as a fitness guru, capitalizing on the home video boom with her Jane Fonda's workout series. The first video, released in 1982, became a cultural phenomenon, selling millions of copies and introducing fitness routines to a mass audience. Her workouts were more than just a trend, they were instrumental in promoting health and exercise among women. Fonda continued to release workout videos throughout the decade, cementing her legacy as a pioneer in the fitness industry. This phase of her career demonstrated her ability to adapt to changing cultural landscapes and remain relevant. After a hiatus from acting in the 1990s, Fonda made a triumphant return to the screen in the 2000s. Her comedic turn in Monster-in-Law, 2005, alongside Jennifer Lopez marked her comeback to mainstream cinema. In the following years, she appeared in films such as Georgia Rule, 2007, The Butler, 2013, and Youth, 2015, earning critical praise for her performances. One of Fonda's most notable late-career successes is the Netflix series Grace and Frankie, 2015 to 2022, in which she starred opposite Lily Tomlin. The show, a comedic exploration of aging and friendship, resonated with audiences and showcased Fonda's enduring charm and talent. Fonda has remained an outspoken advocate for social and environmental causes well into her 80s. In 2019, she launched Fire Drill Fridays, a series of climate change protests held in Washington, D.C. Her activism led to multiple arrests, underscoring her commitment to fighting for a sustainable future. Fonda's passion for environmental issues has also been highlighted in her book What Can I Do? My Path from Climate Despair to Action, 2020. Jane Fonda's personal life has been as eventful as her career. She has been married 3 times, to French director Roger Vadim, activist Tom Hayden, and media mogul Ted Turner. She has 2 children, Vanessa Vadim and Troy Garrity, and an adopted daughter, Mary Luana Williams. Fonda's memoir, My Life So Far, 2005, offers an intimate look at her life, from her struggles with self-esteem to her journey of self-discovery. The book received critical acclaim for its candidness and depth. Jane Fonda's impact on Hollywood and society is immeasurable. She has won numerous awards, including 2 Oscars, 7 Golden Globes, and the prestigious Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement. Beyond accolades, her willingness to use her platform for activism has inspired generations of artists and activists alike. In 2014, Fonda was honored with the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award, solidifying her status as a legend of the silver screen. She has also been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame, recognizing her contributions to women's rights and advocacy. Jane Fonda's life is a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the power of using one's voice for change. From her early days as Hollywood royalty to her reinvention as a fitness pioneer and her enduring activism, Fonda has continually redefined what it means to be a public figure. Her ability to balance art and activism, often at great personal cost, sets her apart as one of the most influential figures of her time. Whether on screen or on the front lines of protests, Jane Fonda remains a force of nature, inspiring audiences and advocates around the world. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.